ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Alfie Koo. Kind of a bit nervous to do my first video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm just going to be talking generally. I'm a pro XRP, OG. Been in the game for 3 years almost. And XRP is what brought me to crypto. That's a very brief introduction to myself. And we'll just go right into the video. Right. Basically, on Twitter, we've got Bitboy, Ben Armstrong, going out to the Bahamas and calling out on SFB. Wow, this guy, I mean, I shouldn't even be calling him a guy, He's the supreme commander, the self-proclaimed supreme commander of the XRP army. And hats off to you, Bitboy. Ben, doing a great job, bro. Right, my view on this year, the amount of corruption that is going on, that is being unveiled as days go by, it's hard to believe how an individual who has been involved in such a, we hate to say the word, but taking customers' money and spending it on properties in the Bahamas, this kind of stuff. What Ben is doing is fighting for the crypto community here. Okay, this is not just about FTX. I mean, the supreme commander of the XRP army is here fighting for people who had funds on FTX. This, in my opinion, is a view of how XRP holders, the XRP army, think compared to the rest of the crypto market, people in other projects. So we got Bitcoin maxis, you got Vitalik, talking down on XRP and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, this is the difference between an XRP holder and the rest of the crypto funds out there. This is what the difference is between us. Right, basically, conflicts of interest. Right, this, as some people, not mentioning any names here, we all know in the XRP army who I'm talking about here, but the conspiracy, calling us conspiracy theorists, okay? Is this a conspiracy theory? I mean, let's talk about what's going on here, okay? We've got the level of corruption that is going on in the government, right, regarding Ripple and the SEC case and the FTX is horrendous, It's something that is jaw-dropping, it's hard to actually believe that this kind of corruption is turned a blind eye to almost. Do you understand? I mean, let's talk about what? I mean, William Hinman, that's in the SEC case. Gary Gensler, what's he been doing? What's Gary Gensler been doing? So Gary Gensler's been doing nothing about, actually safeguarding investors here, So we got the stuff going on with the Hinman emails. We got Gary Gensler not doing anything about the exchanges that are going bust. And then that's two things. And then the third thing, we've got Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend, right? And this geek girl, as I've heard somebody call her, this geek girl's father is the director at MIT. Is this just a coincidence? Okay, let's say that's a coincidence, yeah? Why was the SEC fighting so hard, okay? Why were they fighting so hard for almost 18 months, I think it is, or 8 months, or whichever it is? Regardless, they have been fighting to keep these emails, the Ethereum free pass emails out of Ripple's hands. Okay, right? Why were they doing that? Because obviously there's something significant that is going to damage their case. That's in there. It's proven. I mean, that is there. I mean, we've had signs, hints by Stuart Alderadi, at the legal counsel at Ripple. Do you understand? And Brad Garlinghouse, hinting on these kinds of things. And the talks are speculation of a settlement. I personally, myself, think that a settlement's on the table and definitely will happen. How long will it be? That I cannot say. Okay, so let's move on. We're talking about the corruption there, right? Okay, let's move on to another thing about XRP. I mean, there's been rumors about XRP liquidity drying up in exchanges, right? I don't know if many people, the XRP army will definitely know about this because we are the most educated community in the crypto universe. Do you understand? I mean, that's a crown that we've earned. So basically, yeah, liquidity drying up in exchanges. Basically, the rumor is, or the talks are, or maybe it's actually proven, but I've just heard. So I'm just going to talk about what I've heard. Now, basically, people are actually accusing Ripple of selling XRP, whatever. But Brad Garlinghouse, right, on the other hand, he's talking about transparency. Okay, transparency is your friend, in the words of Brad Garlinghouse. Do you understand? Transparency is your friend, and he's there, letting people know that a quarterly report is issued. A quarterly report is issued, yeah, and is available, yeah, to everyone to have a look and see what the Ripple's dealings were, what they bought, what they sold. So there's transparency there. Whereas when Brad asked Celsius about Celsius, or I think it was something Ethereum related, right? They were asked about how much ether they hold, and his comments were he couldn't comment on that. So transparency is your friend, right? Basically, right? We've got the exchanges, yeah, drying up in liquidity in XRP liquidity. Okay, the talks are that Ripple is buying off these XRP, and they are putting it towards their ODL partners. Okay, so it's not about dumping the XRP on the market. They're actually giving it to their on-demand liquidity partners, banks, this kind of stuff. They have to, in order for the financial system to transform or transition into the new one. Yeah, the people who actually need it, the banks, but who the coin is intended for, let's say, yeah, that it's very important for Ripple to give it to them. So not the exchanges, for retail to buy. Yeah. And basically, in the words of Alex Cobb, a respected XRP Army member, influencer as well. Sorry if you don't like me saying influencer, but I would say Alex Cobb, in his words, huge blessing in disguise, getting delisted from exchanges. Do you understand? I mean, getting delisted from exchanges and off their balance sheets after SEC lawsuit. Now there's exchanges out there that are going bust, and they could have used this XRP to save themselves from the collapse, So yeah, I mean that's another thing. Moving on. Okay, we have Putin. What do we have Putin saying? We have Putin saying that international settlements will be based on blockchain technology. Okay? At the very same time, or somewhere along the same time, the Bank of England says banks need to be ready for clearing 2.0, embracing global networks such as Ripple. Are we here talking about XRP?
Yeah.
I mean, there we have Brad on CNN, I think he was, saying that UK is leading the innovation in blockchain technology. Okay? And there we have the UK announcing the banks in the Bank of London. Let's get this right, it's Bank of London, it's not Bank of England. Okay? So that is a very important point. But we have a bank, yeah, in England, where Brad turns around and says that the UK is leading innovation in regulation, whichever way you want to put it, yeah, and the UK is leading it along with Japan, Singapore, and other countries. But yeah, with all these events around the world going on, geopolitical events, the war that we're in, Russia is in with Ukraine. You guys provide, apply your own logic and try and work this out. Do you think that XRP will be used for cross-border settlements? Regardless of what we say, look at the people around the world on a global level. We have the ex-treasury of the USA, Rosie Rios at Ripple. We've got Christine Lagarde. We've got going on in Congress. We got in Congress. We got Senator, I think his name was Davidson, I think it is. Yeah, we have somebody in the government that's pro XRP. Yeah, we got World Economic Forum. Okay, we're not talking, national or British or American. No, we're talking world. The global. These companies or these entities that we are talking about are global. Do you understand? They're not national. These people, they will be. They set the way the monetary system is the whole framework and everything. Do you understand? So these people do a lot. So, getting talked about on that level, me personally, I think that's the end game for me. Anyway, I'm going to call this a wrap, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do give a like, a share, do subscribe, hit the bell notification and all the rest of it, and I'll see you all next time.